Hello Western Oregon sports fans, and welcome to this edition of Wolves Weekly. Having the opportunity today to preview the indoor track and field season, and I'm joined today by senior, doing everything cross-country girl out there, and in track and field you have the opportunity to call it a heptathlete. We have Ali Mosher here in studio with us. How are you doing today, Ali?
Good, how are you?
Very good. Well, you guys had the opportunity to start off the indoor track and field season last weekend at the UW Invite up there, but not like most other sports, you guys have been training for a long time. Can you just talk us a little bit about maybe when the track and field team came together to start their training, in anticipation of this first meet, which was January 14th?
Right. Well, we've been training since the first day of school. That was when I think our first organized practice was. So all the way back in late September, we had our first official practice, and everyone was, getting eligible and cleared and getting out there and getting ready to get the season underway. So.
Fantastic. And as you talk about that one, I know there's other aspects of it besides just the training, getting back in shape, other stuff like that too. How is it kind of coming together, kind of getting to see maybe some of the new people coming in to fill these different positions? I mean, just as you know, you've been around for 4 years. People always graduate. You always have to replace a different hurdler, a thrower, something like that. How has it kind of been acclimating the new teammates? First start on the women's side over there. On
the women's side, we've had a lot of newcomers come onto the team, and so far they've been, adapting well, and they seem to have a lot of talent, and I know that we're welcoming them and wanting to see what they can do. And the first meet was a good indicator that, the seniors will be replaced with some new freshmen that'll definitely fill their shoes.
Good. Well, do you have an opportunity at the meets, too, to watch the men's team and have the opportunity to watch some of their races, them compete?
Yeah, and actually the newcomers on the men's side are doing quite well. We've got some really quick feet under the sprint side, and with the distance, we definitely have some depth there as well with the newcomers.
Nice. So how do you assess the level of the team going? How has it been? Have you been able to get out there and train pretty well? And have you seen a lot, especially on the women's side? Let me ask you about that one first.
Yeah, I mean, with the rain and the snow recently, we're still, bundling up and getting out there and getting all of our training in. And the women's side is pretty dedicated as well as the men's. Everyone individually wants to do well, but as a team, we want to come together and really represent Western Oregon well with track and field. Well,
I got to ask you that too then. You're coming back for your senior season. You've had the opportunity to run a lot of different types of races, heptathlete, pentathlon in the indoor or the outdoor season. What are some of your goals for this season, and what do you hope to get out of it, and what have you been maybe doing to build towards those goals?
Okay, well, as my senior season is now underway, the main goal is just, to do my best. In the pentathlon, I'd like to bring in some points, going into the GNAC championship for the team, as well as place marks that are PRs for myself. With the outdoor, I usually do better at the outdoor meets, and I would just like to, represent well and go out with a bang. It's my last season, so.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so I got to ask you some of the other tough questions here really quick. You always hear in the other sports, in basketball and football and stuff like that, I have the opportunity to do the Wolves Weekly with coaches. They never want to talk one game ahead. If you're playing Central Washington this week, you can't talk about the one further up the line. Do you guys as a team look towards those GNAC championships? I mean, I know you're probably looking forward to the next meet that comes up next weekend, but do you really kind of circle the GNAC championships on the radar as a chance to build towards and kind of peak at that point?
I would definitely say we do, just because all of our training is based on when we want to peak, when we want to be running our fastest, and that would, definitely be during the GNAC championships. But yeah, we typically, take it day by day and, cater to injuries and whatnot. But yeah, we definitely look in the long run of that championship meet and doing our best then.
So does Coach Johnson lay that out as, do you guys kind of have team goals that you're going on? You mentioned some of your own individual goals, but do you guys have team goals that are spoken, I guess, and that are laid out there? And what would some of those ones be?
Yeah, we do formalize some team goals, and we analyze, not only our training, but practice techniques, what we want to work on, as well as like our individual lifestyles. As a team, I think it's, staying healthy, staying positive, committed, supporting one another on and off the track, and just, doing what we can and doing our best through the season.
Is it, you talk about on and off the track there, fans get to see the times that you come back and stuff like that, but we know that you've taken many bus rides up to Seattle before. How are you and your teammates? You guys get along as a pretty good group of teammates, both on the men's side and the women's side?
Yeah, it is definitely a great group. We all have a great time together, maybe too much fun sometimes, but we do enjoy each other's company, and that's what's fun is, people think of track as individual, but it really is a team sport when we all come together and we're all, cheering each other on and wanting the best for one another as well as ourselves.
Well, thank you very much, Ali. I'm glad we had the opportunity to preview the indoor season. Just as with track and field, this is not this is just the tip of the iceberg, is the track and field season actually runs all the way through. You have the indoor season, then you have the outdoor season, which will actually be May 14th and 15th, I believe, is where the GNAC championships are back here in Monmouth. So you have the opportunity to start the season off here with Ali, and at the end of the time have the opportunity to come back and watch the Wolves defend that GNAC title, especially on the men's side. So just want to say, Ali, thank you very much for taking some time out of your day.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much. Coming in, preview the indoor season. So thank you very much for watching this edition of Wolves Weekly.